Well, let's talk more about this. We've got the Captain Michael Santoro, who is the vice president of the Southwest Airlines Pilot Association, here with us. He has been a Southwest Airlines pilot for more than 13 years. I wonder, what is your understanding of what went wrong here?
Well, thanks for having me, Caitlin. So the storm that hit last week was the catalyst to this. But what went wrong is that our IT infrastructure for our scheduling software is vastly outdated. It can't handle the number of pilots, flight attendants that we have in the system with our complex route network. We don't have the normal hub and spoke like the other major airlines do. We fly a point-to-point network, which can put our crews in the wrong places without airplanes, mismatched, and that's what happened. And our software can't keep track of it. So they don't know where we are. They don't know where airplanes are. And it's frustrating for the pilots, the flight attendants, and especially our passengers. And we're tired of apologizing for Southwest, the pilots of the airline. And our hearts go out to all of our passengers. It really does.
Yeah, I can see how frustrating it is. So it seems like you're saying this is a problem that Southwest could have predicted, essentially.
So yeah, they should have preemptively canceled some more flights coming in Denver that day. Wind, weather was really bad there. But we've been telling them this for years. We have a meltdown like once a year for the past 5 or 6 years. And every year we go in and do an after action. And the SWAPA, the union leadership, we go in, talk to flight ops leadership, and we tell them, you guys need to fix your scheduling software, the scheduling systems, and how you operate our schedules. And to no avail. They never update it, never invest the money and resources they need to. And so we continue to have these issues. Of course, this is the largest disruption I've ever seen in my 16 years at the airline.
Really? It's the largest you've seen?
Oh, for sure. It's embarrassing.
It seems that this is just as much trouble for the pilots, and that I was reading pilots have had to book their own hotels when the airline didn't assign them. Flight attendants, some of them spent the night on cots in crew lounges. What is the difficulty there? Because it was essentially seemed that they didn't know where a lot of the pilots were because they're displaced all over the country.
Yeah, so we have, over 10,000 pilots altogether. Not that many are flying at one time, but imagine everybody is in the wrong city, without hotel assignments, and trying to find hotels. The phones, you can't even get through to our scheduling people or our hotel desks. And so, yes, pilots resorted to finding our own accommodations. And we certainly encourage them to do that. So, after 30 minutes of trying, we just said, go find your own accommodations, get some rest, because obviously safety is number one, the biggest thing for us and important, and a rested pilot is essential to that.
Yeah, it's remarkable to hear that, we've heard from customers saying they were waiting for hours to speak with representatives. Even pilots are having trouble getting them on the phone. We also heard from the transportation department saying that they are concerned about what they say is this unacceptable rate of cancellations and delays and reports of a lack of prompt customer service. They say they're looking into this. What kind of action do you want to see here? I know what I want to see. We have a lot of systems in place in our contract that it's been expired for over 2 years now, and we've been negotiating a lot of things in place to fix these issues in our contract with our work rules that would help alleviate some of this. And I want to see some serious investments and changes happening in our scheduling department to make this work. Yeah, it's clearly not working now. Captain Michael Santoro, sorry for your troubles. Thank you for joining us this morning, though, to shed some light on this.
Thanks for having me.
Well, this morning, Western